Oh yes, guys, the devil is back. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 has arrived. Episodes 1, 2 and 3 are currently out at the moment, and we need to talk about it because effectively from some of the reviews, this is basically 2 seasons. You got episodes 1, 2 and 3, and apparently from episode 4 onwards is a completely new crazy direction, or more of a focused original back to those Netflix Daredevil series we're used to sort of storylines. Now I for one am so excited, not only because I enjoyed episodes 1, 2 and 3, but because of all the promo and stuff we've been getting for this 4th episode, which for me is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be trying to get this up on Tuesday the 7th, guys, so bear with me. I will do my best to get this up, so there you go, you know the date. However, even if you're not watching this right now, you should have experienced the first couple of episodes and what this has felt like to be back watching Born Again, Daredevil do his thing. I thought the first episode was fantastic to set the scene. We've got introduction back to all of our characters again. We remember what happened in the first season. We know where everyone's back at. And just the way it ended with, Cherry sort of in his chair, sort of having a heart attack, Matt beating the life out of all of these guys, and then them kind of finally pinning him down, pulling his mask off. Oh my god, they now know who he is. It's Matt Murdock, is Daredevil. They all die. Bullseye is helping Daredevil. Why would he want to do that? Well, payment to get back against Fisk ultimately is the reason. Now, the fun part is going to be is see if Daredevil actually has to work back with Bullseye against Fisk, considering he's the man that killed his best friend, Foggy. So there's a crazy amount of dynamics this season. We're right back into it. This is what Daredevil was so good at, creating so many webs across all these people, but keeping them spun at all times. And I really always enjoyed that aspect of it, the real side of superheroes and their human lives over, crossing, as you could say. Now, episodes 2 and 3 is where it really starts to pick up, and you get to get the general direction and gist of how the rest of the season's going to go. Fisk ultimately has this task force acting against terrorists, vigilantes, for lack of better words, and with that becomes this sort of force that is unstoppable. It's almost like an army. He is doing as he wishes. This is originally what, I guess, if you go back to films like Age of Ultron, what you thought Ross was going to always do and crack down on the superheroes, create like an actual task force, and you actually see why people get sent to the raft. They sort of skipped over that in the movies, and we just know the raft exists and people work there because they didn't ever really want to do the legwork and explaining that stuff in the series like they could have done. But in Daredevil, with Fisk and stuff, we're really getting that. We're really getting that legwork of how it comes about that he's getting the people to turn on these vigilantes, on the people that we are, taught to love. And a big part of this is, why not just tell the public that Matt Murdock is Daredevil? Why would you not do this, is a better way to put it. Now, Fisk is a very smart man. He's always trying to think a couple of steps ahead. He knows that he can't turn the public against Matt Murdock, a man that is seen publicly to save his life. So what he must do is create an impossible situation for Matt Murdock and Daredevil. At the moment you've got the police hunting Daredevil. You need the public to hunt Matt Murdock. Not in a bad way though, in a good way. He's missing in the city at the moment, so Fisk has used that to turn it around on its head. And basically means that Matt Murdock nor Daredevil can go outside without someone looking for him, which is a fantastic bit of storytelling and writing and explanation as to why Fisk isn't outright telling everyone about who Daredevil really is. So we're really building up that tension once again. And of course, we've got other characters now coming into play. Karen Page is huge in this series, which I'm really glad about because I feel like she took a massive backseat last season. It doesn't look like we're going to get the Punisher in this because, of course, he's very busy doing his own special and being in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And then we've got some rumours or / confirmed rumours that the whole Defenders team are coming back for this. So this is basically like a Defenders Season 2 team up as well. They're going to need everyone to fight against this unstoppable force. At the moment, though, the only thing I feel like this is lacking is like a serious powerful bad guy, if that makes sense. We've got your punch 'em ups, which are your cops and things like that. Fisk, we know how strong and powerful he is, but can he take on all 5 defenders? I don't know what that looks like. I can't wait to see it. I really am excited from some of the rumours and things we've heard about how good this is going to be. But without getting ahead of ourselves, we've still got to analyse these couple of episodes yet. I think one of the also big parts of this season is that Matt is really going back to his original roots as well. In the first season of Born Again, he seemed like it was just a rewritten version of Daredevil, where in this he really seems connected back to his original self and what makes him Daredevil and what makes him so angry and the rage inside of him, which is another part of him I just absolutely love. I just quickly want to touch on a specific part of one of these episodes, and that's sort of like the second half of the third episode. Now, I thought once this specific scene started, we were getting a serious rollback to my favourite ever, and most people's favourite ever Daredevil scenes, which is the corridor scene and the prison breakout scenes. Now, there was a part of this where they're doing this one shot, and Daredevil and the swordsman are absolutely kicking everyone's butt. They are really just annihilating everyone, and it's so chef's kiss. It's beautiful to see. I have to be honest, the parts after this really did lose me, and we went back to that sort of silly Disney fairy tale filmmaking thing where they're all getting in the back of an armoured van, the back doors pop open, and they're all piling in, and all these professional soldiers are just shooting non-stop, and bullets are just pinging off of things but not hitting anyone. You lost me with that. Then Daredevil and Karen run around the corner to their perfectly parked Range Rover and drive off. It's just, it felt like it was on a movie set. I really didn't enjoy that part. I was a bit like, whoa, I didn't expect that, because we weren't really doing that at the moment, and I don't expect the future of it to look like that either. So I was very shocked by that, I must say. They brought me right back in just after that, with what Fisk decides to do, which is ultimately blow up the cargo ship and container shipping yard, the whole area, kill loads of people. I imagine that Daredevil's going to be blamed for that, for what he did in terms of breaking people out of this prison that he is rightfully putting people in, as we should say. So I think it's honestly created a serious lot of amount of dynamics for them to sort of uncover and unravel and for us to sort of get into. So I'm really excited for that. I just think there's a little bit to be made up there with the filmmaking style and the way we go back to doing things the right way, because it's like you had me in the first half, we caught up with you in the second. That prison fight scene was so good, but it just turned into something I didn't kind of really like and enjoy. So that's the only criticism from the first 3 episodes. Otherwise, it was an absolutely amazing start to the season, and I cannot wait to watch episode 4 tomorrow and watch the rest of the series that's going to lead straight into the new Punisher one-off special as well. So yeah, if you do enjoy, guys, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of the things that do help out the channel. But most importantly, I'd love to hear your thoughts below, chatting about opinion, discourse, what we think, what we do agree about, what we don't agree about. That's the exciting part of this. That's what's good about it. It doesn't matter. No one's feelings are hurt. It's just good to talk about it. So yeah, take care, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.